Yo,
Hey, how you doing?
pretty pretty good. Well, actually, I'd be lying if I said pretty good. I'm doing okay.
You're
I think I'm hanging in there.
surviving?
Yeah, surviving. How are you handling it?
Not too bad.
Not
Not
too
too
bad.
bad. I mean, honestly, it's like the days kind of bleed together.
Hmm.
Work is picking up a little bit, but it's still like not sustainable, but it's picking up.
Yeah, well, that's good. At least something's there's a positive in that, you know?
Yeah, I got like
It's
a
not all
new,
like, oh
yeah.
shit.
Hey, Zero, welcome. Yeah, no, I mean, it's picking up.
What's
It's
up,
just,
man?
it's just like, it's like one new client a week, kind of.
Well, that's good.
So in about like 6 months, I'll be at this
Yeah,
rate. At least in like 6 months, I'll be full time.
right, right.
Yeah,
So has anything changed on your end? Like, have you been doing anything different, or is it pretty much like the same grind on a daily basis?
it's the same grind. The
Yeah,
only thing that's different is I'm starting to think about ways to improve my stream and YouTube channel.
right,
So I'm trying to like be more productive with my time in the day because during the day I'm mostly sitting there just taking care of the dog. So I'm like watching videos, trying to like find new ways to like grow and improve. Um,
right.
yeah. So instead of just laying on the couch, just like, I'm trying to at least be like productive about it.
Right. What are you changing? Have you come up with anything yet, or
No,
uh
not really. So like, I definitely am gonna start doing videos on YouTube more. I watched a really good video by Devin Nash. Have you heard of him?
mm-mm.
So like, yeah, I forgot all of his accolades, but basically he has a bunch of videos like designed to help like YouTubers and like streamers and like content creators. And he says that like a lot of the time streamers ask themselves like what game should I be playing? How much should I be streaming? And he's like those are the wrong questions to ask. And he
Right,
basically was saying that like just on Twitch alone you're not going to get discovered,
right,
and like that's just not the right way. So he's saying you should ask yourself more questions like what do I do differently than anyone else? What makes me unique? What, and capitalize on those sort of things.
right,
Yeah. So I'm just trying to brainstorm different things. I actually have made a script today for a video I'm going to shoot in a day or two. So
right.
we'll see. I mean, it just occurred to me a few days ago that it's been about a year since I had this, since you built this PC,
Right.
and about six
Yeah,
months since I've been Twitch affiliate. So
yeah.
I think it's a good time to start trying to do other things.
There you go.
What about you? Is your routine? I know you're still working.
Yeah, I'm still working. My routine is pretty much the same. I'm spending more time um focusing on me though, rather than doing things that are just kind of like outwards.
What does that look like? You focusing on you more?
So I'm doing things that make that please me. You know what I mean? I'm doing more things that benefit me in particular, rather than trying to be selfless and do things for others
Mm.
or do things that benefit others.
So what's an example of something you do for you that's more
So
selfish?
so I've cut down. Well, I mean, honestly I haven't been streaming at all lately, and the reason for that is because first of all I'm bored of most of the FPS games that I'm playing. The
Mm.
only thing that I'm somewhat interested in is Valorant. Um, and that's not really fun to watch. So I feel like I'm kind of doing everybody a favor by not streaming that like everyone else in the world right now. But I'm not streaming any Valorant at the moment. But I'm more so playing games for my leisure rather than for other people's entertainment.
Okay.
You know what I
So
mean?
so what games have you been playing that you've been enjoying?
I've been playing Stardew Valley,
I've
and
never heard of that.
honestly, so it's like a single or co-op, and it's kind of like an Animal Crossing,
Oh, okay.
but it's like farm maintenance. The game's pretty deep, but it's really good. But on nights that I don't even feel like playing games, like there's some nights where I don't even feel like playing Stardew. There's some nights where I just feel like sitting there watching YouTube videos or watching Netflix, or watching Hulu, and I'll just do that. Whatever my heart desires, I'll just do it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have this I don't have this burning, obsession to stream and try to entertain and talk to people and stuff. So I'm definitely coming back, but right
Yeah.
now I'm just doing what I want to do. You know what I mean? Rather than because I was streaming every single day.
Mm-hmm.
I was streaming every single day, 7 days a week, and I'd stream every evening. And it got to a point where it's just like I worked, and then I came home and streamed. I didn't have time for myself.
Yeah.
I didn't really do anything for me. And I'm not saying like the folks I met isn't worth it. I'm not saying Twitch affiliate isn't worth it, but for my mental health, for me, I haven't spent enough time focusing on me.
Yeah. And I guess
So,
that's like a difference between us because like I stream only 3 days a week, so it's still fun
Right.
for me. But I'm also I'm a very selfish streamer. Like I stream the game I want, if people want to
Yeah.
watch it, they watch it. If they don't, they fuck off. I mean,
to be honest, like as I was on YouTube, um, no, there's this one channel that I follow and that I love watching. This dude's name is Primitive Technology. I'm not sure if you heard of him, but he's this guy who goes into the woods, and he makes everything from scratch. Like he'll build huts, and he's really like he's really detailed.
sounds like
Like he'll
Jeremy
go
would
over,
like that.
yeah, and he'll go over like I don't know if you call it formulas, but he'd go over different elements and how they react with each other and shit like that. But he gets really technical with this stuff. But he doesn't say a word throughout his entire videos. He just does stuff. And at the end of the video, you see the finished product.
Oh,
And
okay.
he like breaks that entire. He's got 10 million subscribers, by the way.
Damn.
10 million subscribers. He doesn't say a single word in any of his videos. And he does what he loves doing. He does it as a hobby. So that's something that I noticed that a lot of very successful, like insanely successful YouTubers who just kind of like whatever, they're just kind of themselves,
Yeah.
you know? So I'm just kind of myself. I don't really do anything differently. I do things that I think is fun. Like I wanted to start reading, like I bought these adult story time books. They're not like erotica or anything like that.
Well, when you frame it like it's an adult story time book,
Yeah.
that's where my mind goes straight to is that you're reading
Yeah.
like,
Have you heard of the book Go the Fuck to Sleep?
I have heard
So
that.
they're books like that.
Oh, okay.
I bought like a bunch of them, and I was planning on doing like every Friday night. I was just gonna do like a story time, and I was just gonna read these books like every Friday night, just for shits and giggles.
Like on
I thought it'd be
like on stream?
yeah on stream, and like for my layout, I just have like a nice relaxing background, and it would just be, I would just I would just be reading these ridiculous fucking books for people.
I bet you there's a market for it. I mean, ASMR is a thing.
No. It's not an ASMR thing. It's more so like I get a lot of feedback telling a lot of folks, guys and gals, would tell me that I have a soothing voice.
Yeah.
So that's why I came up with the idea. I was like, maybe I should like read storybooks. I like making people laugh. I try to make people laugh. I haven't been doing it lately because I haven't been fucking streaming because I've been super anxious and I don't want to rub it off on people. But yeah.
I wasn't saying it's like you're doing ASMR, but it's a similar like concept, kind of.
Yeah. I am. I guess.
Well, in the sense of like you have a relaxing voice, you're reading bedtime stories. A lot of people listen to ASMR to relax and go to sleep.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I'm not sure what defines ASMR. I don't know too much about it, but it's just whenever I go into a stream that does have ASMR, like there's something about it that fucks with me mentally.
It creeps me out. I've listened
It
to a
creeps
couple
me
of
out,
them.
too.
It creeps me out. I don't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they make like little scratchy noises and stuff. I'm like, I don't like that. I don't like
It's
that
also
shit.
slight. Like some of them to me seem seem very erotic. I know it's not supposed to be,
Yeah.
but like some, I don't know. It's yeah, it fucks me up too. I can't listen to it. Like I saw the one that like who was it? Maybe it was Cardi B was doing it. I think she was intentionally making it erotic, but like she was like fondling the mic the whole time, and like it all seemed very, very erotic. Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, hey, if that's your thing, that's your thing. I mean, I don't think we're
it's not my
we're
thing.
bashing on it.
No,
Hey, Starzy.
No, I'm not,
we're
but
yeah, we're not bashing on it or anything. It's just preference. Like we're not like it's just not my thing. I'm,
no.
I'm not I'm not into that.
Some people are really like, not erotically, but some people, I know someone who's very into ASMR, and he says it helps him a lot. It helps him sleep and
Hey,
relax at night. And I was like, yeah,
yeah,
more power to you.
yeah.
I don't
If it
get it,
does, it
but
does. I mean, yeah, me neither. I can see how it tickles certain sensations and it satisfies certain sensations. Like I can see it. Like everybody's different, you know. Like it may tickle some people's fancy. Like it may be soothing to them. But for me, you know, like a I don't know, like fucking certain smells will do it. Like certain sounds will do it. But it's not like, well, I guess. Like if I'm doing like guided meditation or something like that, and I listen to like a beach sound, I guess is that considered ASMR?
I don't know what the definition of ASMR
Yeah, so
is.
that's why so that's why I kind of want to understand. It's like what defines like ASMR?
Autonomous sensory meridian response. Describes the feeling of euphoric tingling relaxation that comes over someone when he or she watches certain videos or hears certain sounds.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. Okay. And there's like a whole Wikipedia page on it. Huh. Okay. Well, yeah. Interesting.
Oh, my GeForce Game Ready driver is available.
I had that today as well. Yeah, that popped
Did
up
you?
for me too. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I installed that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure there's some sort of science behind it. Like I have
Right.
yeah, then Phaesia's in here saying it's neurological. I'm sure there is some sort of, and I'm sure not everyone can be affected by it and stuff like that, kind of like hypnosis and different things, but
Right.
I don't know.
Right.
But yeah, so
Yeah.
today we're literally just shooting the shit, and if anyone has any questions they want answered, we'll take them. But yeah, there's no real topic today. It's kind of just like a Color and I miss each other, and we don't have a topic, but we want to keep talking. So it's like our
Yeah.
weekly excuse to chat. Um,
Is there? Oh shit.
I was just gonna say, this reminds me. So I'm trying to set up. It's short notice, but I'm trying to set up for Friday. Trying to do like a online game drink night. Would you be interested in something like that?
I'll definitely game with you guys.
You don't have to. You don't have to drink. So we don't know yet. Like it's gonna be not like siege games. Like we're like at first we were trying to do Cards Against Humanity, but like I saw that their like online servers overloaded. So I'm
Right.
trying to brainstorm random like free online games that like various people like we could get into Discord and like play together or something. I don't know.
Okay.
One
down for
that
that.
came to mind was have you ever played
So we
shit.
played a game called Prominence Poker. As Starzy recommended it, and it's actually a lot of fun. And it's free to play.
Prominence Poker?
Yeah, I'm not sure if you play. I'm not sure if you play poker.
It's been a while. I used to. Is it like Texas Hold'em or like?
Yeah, it's Texas Hold'em.
Okay. Yeah, I mean it's been a long time, but I know how to play.
Yeah.
So like one game that I've played before that's kind of fun is Scribble.io. Have you played that?
Okay. I have not.
It's kind of
Okay.
like it's kind of like Pictionary, kind
Oh,
of.
okay. Yeah, I'm down to play Pictionary.
Try Jackbox. What?
I'm just curious. Does my screen tear? Because every time I watch my stream, it's never torn for me. Like I never get any screen tear.
Not on my end. I'm also not
Not on my
watching
end
it like on Twitch, but like my Streamlabs, you look fine, and on my monitor, you look fine.
Yeah, like I'm watching it through multi-Twitch right now, and I don't see any screen tearing at all.
What prompted you to ask about screen tearing?
Astarzi has always had this issue with my stream, and there's screen tearing in it, and I swear it's not like it's not on my end.
Maybe Starzy, go into my stream and see if you have the same issue, and then we can
Yeah.
find out if it's on your end or if it's something weird with color. It's an option. All right, Zero. What is Jackbox? Apparently, that's a game. But the idea was just to get a bunch of people together online. Like I was thinking, you, my friend, like Nathan, you played it with him, Textural Fiber.
Mm-hmm.
Like just random. I was gonna ask Jeremy if he wanted to do it. Just kind of like figured it'd be a fun thing.
Yeah, that'd be tons of fun. I'd totally be down to do that.
Okay, yeah, I'll see if I can get it set
Yeah.
up. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm down.
We were thinking Cards Against Humanity originally, but I went on the online website, and apparently like their servers are like really overloaded, which makes sense. And like apparently
Mhm.
it's hard to get in a server to
Right.
play it right now.
Right.
So
I fucked up, by the way.
what'd you do?
So my friend is moving out on the 17th of April in 2 days,
Okay,
and the internet's under her name.
Rutro.
Yep. And I've been so busy the past week or so that I completely forgot to call Verizon. I called them today, and they can't get new internet installed until next Tuesday.
Yeah, you done did fuck up. So what are you gonna do? You're gonna be quarantined without internet.
I'm gonna tether through my phone.
Oh, okay. It's not on my stream, so Starzy, I
So
don't.
it's got to be me then, huh?
That's weird, huh?
I have no idea then.
But he's not tearing on my stream. I don't know enough about this to solve this problem. Is it like our bit rates? Maybe your bit rate is different.
I have no idea.
Okay, that's good to know. Thanks for stopping by, Starzy.
stream
You
by-
can stay
I-
and
I
watch it here if you
stream-
want, but I don't know.
I stream at a pretty high bit rate, so I don't know. It could be.
I think mine's pretty low.
Yeah, mine's pretty high. I stream at like 6,000.
Oh yeah, I'm at like 3,500 or something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah. Huh. Interesting.
I want my stream to be crisp. But yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. That's weird. That's odd.
yeah.
But yeah, so what are you gonna do? So you said through your phone, like you're gonna like hotspot your phone.
Hmm. I'm gonna hotspot through my phone.
Is that gonna work for playing games and stuff?
I don't know. I mean, to be honest, I haven't really been playing games like that anyway. When I do play anything, is I play stuff that's not really like being intensive.
Oh, okay, so like the
No.
games you're playing, it doesn't matter as much as like if
Yeah.
you were playing like Apex or
Right.
something.
Right. And I don't think I am going to be playing any Apex this week or this weekend. Matter of fact,
Well,
I
clearly,
don't know how I don't know if I'm going to be playing Valorant either. But if I do, I'll see how it runs.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean my cell service is no slouch. I have full service here, so it's
So it's not
not
as
too worried
simple
about it.
as they just can't transfer the name. Like they have to have someone come out to your place and like
yeah.
they can't
need-
literally
they
just.
need a- Sorry.
No, you're good.
They want to send me a new router and a
Mm.
modem. And I never understood why, but I think it's because that hardware is assigned to that person's name. So I think that's why they want to, because I know she is gonna get service in her new apartment.
Oh, so she's
So I
just
think
gonna
it
she's
makes it
gonna take
easier
it
for
with
her.
her.
Right. But the thing is
Ah.
that either way, like when you get a new service, they need to give you a new box. And I don't know why they do it that way, but I guess it's easier for them to keep track of. But yeah,
Link to the person, not the address.
right.
Okay. Well, that sucks.
Right. Yeah.
Huh.
So starting Friday morning, I'm probably not gonna have. Well, I am gonna have internet, but very like limited to what I can do. I'm pretty sure I can play Slither IO. I don't think it's that big of an issue,
Probably not.
or whatever.
It's a web browser game, so I mean, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not doing anything high intensity anyway, or
Okay.
online.
Well, I'll see what I can set up. I don't know. You're the first person I've asked, so I'm not sure if like everyone's available or not, but we'll see.
Right. Yeah, let me know what's going on.
But no, the quarantine's like doing fine for us. I mean, we're fine on supplies, like for me it's the same fucking issue of like I'm not working, so that's kind of the biggest stress at the moment. But I know like my wife is having different issues, which is a topic that we could discuss. She said I could discuss it, but like so she's having to be like the mental health caretaker of her parents. So like her mom is having a really hard time and is like blowing her up constantly, just like, oh my god, like so she's having to be like the the pacifier for mom, which is draining her. You know what I mean? So it's like exacerbating her own. You know, it's hard to keep, calm and afloat when you're having to like manage everyone else. And as a therapist, yeah, I get that because we do that shit all the time. But like having to manage other people's mental state and like, how do you do that? Are you an only child?
I am.
So how are your parents doing? Are you having to like help your parents through this, or are your parents fine with everything that's going on?
My parents are fine with everything. My parents are both very healthy. I just FaceTime with them once a week. I would like to FaceTime with them more, but it seems like they're too busy for me, which I think is kind of funny. But like every time I call them and want to FaceTime with them, they're just like, oh, okay. I just want, how is everything going? I'm like, good. It's like, okay. Well, let us know if you need anything. Bye. I'm like,
oh, that would be fucking nice. So like, mother-in-law calls like, and I can say she doesn't watch this shit, so I can say this. So she calls like every other day, and it's always the same conversations. First, it's always like, how are. Well, first she tells you how she's doing, and it's like, we just spoke to you like less than 48 hours ago. Like, not that much could be different. And these conversations go on for like almost an hour every time. And then it's like, asking us all the lists of questions. It's like, nothing's changed. We're quarantined. It's been 2 days. Like, there's nothing new. And then she freaks out about all sorts of stuff. And like, the world's ending in her eyes and all that thing. And, it's draining. And I imagine other people probably are going through similar things, I imagine.
Probably.
Where's the Raid Shadow Legends plug? Okay, so like I'll get to Raid Shadow Legends in a bit.
Weren't you playing that?
I'll get into Raid Shadow Legends. I'll give my review of it in a bit. Actually, I'll do it now. Fuck it. So Raid Shadow Legends, the joke is everyone's was pitching it all the time and stuff. It sucks. It's really not that great. Not that great of a game. Like, so I was bored. I was sitting on the couch, and I was like, well, I want to do something. So I was like, well, fuck it. Raid Shadow Legends. It is the big, and I know most free mobile games are like this, but it is the biggest pay-to-win, predatory online game I think I've ever seen. I've sunk $0 into it, and I'm not going to spend any money on it. But the moment you load into the game, you get like 25 pop-up windows telling you to buy shit. Every time you load back into the home screen, like 25 pop-ups, like, buy this. And it's all stuff that's like crazy expensive. And I'm thinking to myself, like, who the fuck does this? Like, I bet you if I load it up right now, there's going to be like 25 pop-ups, and I can tell you how much they cost and shit.
Wait, didn't you say like you were kind of having fun with that game?
I mean, it's like, it's fun to waste time on, but it's a shitty game. Okay, yeah. No, I mean, it's a shitty game. It's a good mind waster. Okay, so here's the first one. Sacred Daily Pack, only $29.99. This is, you can buy this once a day for $29.99, and you get some bullshit. You close that window out. Oh, another one popped up. Starter Pack, $9.99. Okay, I closed that one out.
Jesus.
Oh, I only had 2 this time. I'm very lucky. Normally it's like 5 to 10.
That's annoying.
It's very pay to win. It's ridiculous, but I mean, it's a good time waster. That's what I'll say about it. But I mean, it's yeah, lots of grinding. Like, it has all the like crappy elements of an MMO RPG, but it's a pay to win mobile game, basically. I unloaded on Color the other day. Oh shit, yeah, I don't blame you, Astaria. I mean, that's rough. Yeah. So what do you do to take care of yourself then, I guess is what I would ask. Because like, so that also comes back to the idea of like, how do you take care of your family, whether it's your parents or like siblings, when they're stressed out, if you're doing okay. Because like, and it's the same sort of stuff we would tell parents when I was working like in-home or residential, is that like, like when you're on a plane, you got to put the oxygen mask on yourself first. So you have to take care of yourself, really, is all you can do first. Because you're not going to be able to take care of others if you're yourself or, suffocating. Crying his Discord. Well, if it helps, I mean, that's what's up. Yeah, that's rough. I don't actually know anyone with corona yet that I know of. I have not had to deal with that yet.
Yeah, I don't know anybody with it either.
Yeah.
I prefer to keep it that way too.
Well, I mean, yeah, that would be ideal. I don't know if we'll have the luxury of that, but that would be ideal.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like now that I'm starting to see clients again, I feel so off my game because I haven't worked really in like almost a month. I don't want to say I've forgotten how to be a therapist, but like I'm off my game for sure. And I don't know if it's the being online is the big difference. It feels really weird doing therapy just on a webcam.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels weird.
I mean, I think you've just been relaxing, to be honest.
That's all I've been doing.
I honestly think it's like you're just letting off a lot of steam through your head. Like I noticed that happens to me too. Like when I stopped working at the employer that I was working at with you, I started to forget a lot of things. Like I started like a lot of the information just started to kind of fade. I think because I wanted to forget a lot of the shit that I was doing there.
Yeah.
That place fucked me up, man.
But for you, that's not a bad thing because you wouldn't use any of that information now.
Right.
I need to still use this this fucking stuff, and work.
Right. But I think what I'm trying to say is it'll come back to you when you need it. I think right now, because you had a bad experience there, you're trying to forget a lot of the shit that was happening. And collateral is you forgot some of the, I don't know, some of the skills that you got.
Yeah.
But it happened to me too. Like when I got out of web development like a long time ago, and it wasn't until later on I realized I was just working for the wrong people. I was working for the wrong companies. I worked some really shitty companies. I worked some really great ones. And I made the poor decision of working with some of the shittier companies with crazy fucking owners.
Yeah, it's
But
not good.
yeah, just out of this world. But yeah, I'm happy with the employer that I'm with now, and a lot of the information's coming back. So
There just seems something so impersonal about doing therapy, like sitting at my gaming computer with the webcam.
yeah, right.
I don't want to say it's harder to give a fuck about them, but it kind of is harder
Right.
to give a fuck about them because I know they're real people, but like it's, there's like this disconnect
Yeah.
that I'm trying to overcome.
Like talking to you face to face is much different than talking to you through Discord.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like there is zero chemistry there at all. Because like when we talk in person, it's much different. You
Mm-hmm.
know. So that's why I can only do so much of the FaceTime stuff. I can only do so much of the Discord stuff, and same with this, this Discord video call stuff. There's only so much that I can do with it
Yeah.
before I start to kind of lose that human interaction.
Yeah.
But yeah, like one of my roommates, she still goes into work, so she still has her coworkers that she's interacting with. But when she comes home, she just locks herself in her room. And the other tenant, she just, for some fucking reason, like she still goes out and shit. Like she goes to I think she goes to like her friend's house and stuff like that. Other than that, she's locked in her room and she's FaceTiming with her friends and stuff. I don't FaceTime with any of my friends. Like I'm the most isolated one.
Yeah, I don't either.
Yeah. But
Of course, a lot of my friends aren't the type of people that would sit there and FaceTime. Like my best friend Nathan, we text and we play Siege and talk like when we do that, but that's like the extent of it. But we've never been really big,
right.
call each other in Gab. And I've known this. I mean, he's been my best friend since we were like 7 years old, and
Right.
it's just not what we just don't do that sort of thing.
Yeah.
I also talk to my parents like once a month at most. Talk to my brother like twice a year.
Right.
So I mean, I'm not the best example of that either, but
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's good for now. Some people are okay without it. I think what kicks my ass the most is the fact that I'm being told I can't go anywhere.
yeah, that's
The fact that we're not allowed to is kind of makes it worse, you know?
Yeah, honestly, the thing I miss the most, really, out of everything, I mean, besides having money and working, is like every Friday night, my wife and I would just go out to a restaurant.
Right.
I miss that the most, honestly.
Right.
We're trying to keep it up because I also don't want, so like, I live in the middle of nowhere. So our restaurants, it's all like small time for the most part. I'm worried that they're going to die off. So we're still doing like takeout every Friday, to try to help keep them like afloat. Because my big fear is when this is all said and done, our downtown is going to be obliterated.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And for being a small like rural town, we actually have a lot of diversity in our restaurants. I mean, we have like 2 Thai restaurants, 2 Nepalese restaurants, one of 3 Thai restaurants, 2 Nepalese. We have a tapas place, So I mean, like, I just worry that like that's gonna die.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
That's what I miss the most, really.
yeah. I miss human interaction. I think the highlight of my day is when I go out for my jog, you know. Like I'll go out and I'll occasionally see someone, and sometimes depending on what time I go, usually if I go after 5, I'll see people. If I go before that, typically I like to get it done early in the day. If I don't see anybody, then it's kind of like, well, shit. And there are some days where I don't see a single person out, but there are some days where I do see people, and it's nice to like see someone. But like that interaction is awkward because they're trying to like stay away from you.
Yeah.
When you're walking like this, it's like, especially on a sidewalk, and usually when I see someone older, I'll get out of the way for them. So I'll get out of the way, and it's just like, the younger people, like I'll wave and I'll say hi, but usually the older people, they just have this, they just
Yeah.
walk by, they don't say anything. But like the younger people, like they're walking their pets and stuff like that, and I'll say hi, they'll wave back, they'll smile, and that feels good. But other than that, I mean,
See, that's every day on
not
the
much.
mountain. Like, I can go outside and I won't see anyone ever because there's like hardly anyone that lives up here.
Yeah, yeah,
Jackbox is a package of party games. Think Balderdash, Pictionary, other party games. Huh.
yeah. Jackbox is fun. I've done it on stream before, but I got trolled doing it, so I never did it again.
How did you get trolled?
Well, someone in chat, so the person's username was different than their Jackbox name. And they were coming in and they were just writing some really nasty shit and just
Oh.
to people, and I couldn't really figure out who it was. So they were pretty clever about it, and at the end I was just like, I'm not going to do this anymore. Like typically with toxicity and stuff, I usually just ignore it and it's not a problem. Like someone will come in and they'll say some stupid shit and I'm just like, whatever. But when they actually go in, when they actually get access to my game and they're in and they're trolling, they're being mean, they're being racist and stuff like that, like
Oh.
at that point I can't really
Wait,
do.
can anyone just hop into your game or can you set it up to be invite only? Because I would
Well,
not.
it was Jackbox, so it's like you type in an invitation code that you can see on my screen on my stream, and that's how people access it. Yeah, and so he got in. Obviously, I didn't know which person it was because they changed the name.
Oh, so you were intentionally having your viewers joining you on the
Yeah.
game. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't be doing that. I would maybe stream it, but it would be just like people that I invited in. Gotcha. Okay.
Right, right. Yeah, I mean, you could just hide the code, but at that point, it was just like everybody seemed cool. Everybody seemed nice. Game started off fine, and then they started
Being
they started
dicks.
to be a jackass. So like it was
Like,
that. It was
like
that.
people and ruin things. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess to double back, because I never really gave like a definitive answer. So like in the hypothetical of your parents being really worried and freaking out and blowing you up every day about corona, which then drains you and you now have a hard time doing what you have to do. I think setting boundaries is appropriate because like they're not going to die and you can set up like I want to help you through this and talk, but like here's the days and times I can do this because you're draining the fuck out of me.
Are
Maybe
you talking about me?
no. In the hypothetical I gave earlier, which wasn't actually a
Oh.
hypothetical, it was my in-laws calling and blowing us up all the time
Oh, yeah. Okay.
because
okay,
my
okay.
mother-in-law is neurotic and freaking out about
Right.
all this. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. She also has a history of doing that,
Hmm.
of like calling way too much. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can only talk to someone so often. I mean, it's just like, yeah. Especially when
Mhm.
there's nothing new going on, and yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
no, I mean it's been quiet over here for the most part.
Right. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's like there's no interaction with anybody besides me and myself and like my colleagues and stuff. But even then, it's through chat or it's through a phone. So we don't really say much. But it's like I haven't encountered anything. Like I haven't really like experienced anything over the past month that's really mental health related, so I can't really say anything. The only thing I could talk about is my own mental health. You know what I mean? That's the only thing that I can really
Mm-hmm.
talk about. I mean, don't get me wrong. I feel fucking amazing. I've been feeling amazing over the past month. Body wise. Just because I've actually had time to take care of myself, so I feel fucking amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just a whole needing to stay at home or forced to stay at home thing instead of being able to, it's like, hey, I feel much better now. I want to go out with my friends and have a good time and further get my mind off of things and have that interaction
And
and
now you
get that
can't.
dopamine going. And now I can't.
Yeah.
So it makes it worse. Let me see what is that you got there? Is that a different one?
It is. Yeah.
Are you serious, dude?
Hey, twinsies.
Yeah, I was just looking. I was like, wait a second. I'm like, what the fuck?
Hey. Yeah. So the reason I got that was so my main one that you saw previously. It's starting just to be ragged, so I wanted to bench it as my backup for when my like
Right.
main one dies.
Right.
And I got a different one, but it wasn't charging right. It would like go up to one bar left and would just stay there.
Mhm.
So the guy at the store swapped it out for this.
Oh, okay.
I
That's a
like
good
it.
one. Yeah, I haven't used this one in a while. So I bought new coils for it. But yeah, like this one that I'm using here, there's something about the pods that I don't like, and I think it's just a waste of plastic.
Hmm.
Because like you can't change out the coils in these, like you have to change the entire pod. And I
Oh.
think just and I'm starting to like dislike plastic more and more, so I'm trying not to pollute the environment any further by
Makes sense.
constantly throwing these motherfuckers out.
My only
So
complaints with this is that I have to refill it all the fucking time. And that could be
yeah,
because I'm just at home and I have nothing else to do but sit around and vape all day.
right.
So I imagine if I was actually working, this wouldn't be the case. But I have to refill it like multiple times a day. And the
Right.
battery life doesn't quite last as long as I'd like it to. But again, it could be because I'm just sitting around all day vaping. Like that could be the problem.
Yeah.
But I like how it's really simple. Like you don't have to like set your
Yeah.
temperatures and bullshit. I mean, it's really simple, plug and go, which I like.
Yeah.
And when I was at the store and the guy was showing it to me, like he took the like this part out and I was like, "How do you put it back in?" He's like, "Well, have you ever owned an AK?" And then I knew exactly what he meant, and I was like, "Oh yeah!" And I was able to get it right back in. Yeah. He's
Yeah.
like, "Have you ever reloaded an AK before, like an AK mag?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about."
That's funny.
Very accurate though. Like really, if anyone ever has one of these and you don't know how to put it back in, if you've ever shot and reloaded an AK mag, it's the same motion, that same like up and in and over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. I saw you using it and I was like, wait a second, that looks really familiar. Because I just took this out of hibernation today. Because this was just sitting on my desk or on my little shelf here.
Yeah.
And I was like, maybe I should use this one instead because I don't really like using this one anymore.
I like
So
it.
I
I
busted
mean,
out this one and I was just like, oh man, I totally forgot that I had this one. So I bought new coils.
I've
It
been
did,
told that I can take like salts or like
yeah, it could take either one.
yeah, which is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So we haven't talked to any like mental health stuff. We also had no topics. So if anyone in chat has any questions or topics they want to discuss, or want us to discuss, you can mention them. If not, we're gonna keep dicking around like we are. But
I like the dicking around part.
I do too. It's fun. But yeah, I've just been playing Siege still.
Yeah.
That game doesn't get boring for me. So
Yeah. I
Ne-
know it doesn't.
next on my list is definitely a hard drive because I do think it would benefit me to like play other stuff. from time to
Yeah.
time, and I just don't have the space. So I know once this whole
Right.
Corona gets taken care of, that's gonna be next on my list.
Well, before you do that, what other games are you interested in? Because I don't see anything that's coming out. Like, I don't know what else you enjoy. Like, I know you're done with the whole WoW phase. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure. Are you done with Guild Wars 2? Like, are you done with the whole MMO
I don't
thing?
play it often.
Yeah.
I don't play it often, and the only reason I don't uninstall it is because, like, in case my wife ever wants to play it, because that's a game we
Right.
play together, so that's
Right,
why.
right.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, like, the Call of Duty looks cool. Like, even not just the battlegrounds with the actual game. I have friends who play that.
Right.
I'll probably try Valorant when it comes out, but I have room for Valorant because it's only, you said, like, what, like 16 gigs or something.
Not. I think it was like 7 or something.
Yeah,
Like
so
that,
I have
7 or
room for
8.
that. So I mean, I'll play that when it comes out and give it a shot.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it'd be fun just to stream random ass like weird games. I don't know.
Yeah. Like, I want to find that game that I can play with you, so we can like do something. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
I don't know. Siege is just not my thing. Like, it's strange though, because when I play Valorant, I have no problem playing Valorant. You know, when I play Valorant, that's a brand new IP. You know, it's a brand new fucking game. Just like Siege is to me. There's something about Valorant's maps. Like, I got Valorant map quick.
Well, because
Like,
it's
there's something about
Counter
the map
Strike.
design. Yeah, like there's something about the map design that I just understood.
Well, it's like it's. Well, I mean, I haven't played it, but I'm assuming it's like Counter Strike, where there's like 3 lanes on most maps. There's not a lot of vertical play. It's like, it's very like linear. There's like 3
It does
lanes.
actually have some. It does have some vertical play, but not the vertical play speaking like Siege does.
Yeah.
Like Siege, like you could shoot like below you. That's
Mhm.
Valorant. You can't do that. So it
Yeah.
is pretty. It is pretty. I guess. Yeah, generally speaking, it is pretty flat.
And it's probably comfortable and easy for you to pick up because you played so much Counter Strike.
Yeah, it's true.
It's like the same, not the same. I mean, that's I'm being reductive here. It's not the same,
Yeah.
but if you're very comfortable in Counter Strike, I imagine picking up Valorant's not like. It's probably like going from like one Call of Duty game to like a new like if you played like an old Call of Duty and then you were given like a brand new one and you never played any of the in betweens. Like there's gonna be lots of changes, but it's still like the essence is there, right? Like it probably feels like familiar.
Right.
I imagine. Rocket
Those
League,
skills-
yeah.
Those skills actually carry over. Like.
I would think
directly.
so. Yeah.
Yeah. Like even the guns shoot the same. Movement is the same. A lot of the aiming mechanics are pretty much exactly the same.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely abilities, team composition, I guess matters too. It's starting to matter. They haven't figured out a meta yet. At least the pro players that I've been watching, there's no meta yet. They know which heroes are like their heroes, or agents, I should say, and they know which ones are strong. They know which ones that they need to look out for. But yeah, for the most part, I mean, it's I don't know. I've been having tons of fun with it, but it's just I don't like playing with pubs.
I
I
can see
want to play with
that.
friends. So I kind of want you to get a key so we can play together and see if you like it.
Well, they're gonna do an open beta, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I just don't know when that is. I don't know when that open beta is.
Aw, Apocalypse with the gifted subs. What are you doing? Thank you. 5 gifted subs. Well, that made my night, Apocalypse. Thank you. Rocket League. So, Zero, I've thought about Rocket League. I don't like cars and I don't like soccer. Which is
Yeah,
why I've never
same
given
here.
Rocket League any sort of chance. I think soccer is one of the most boring games in the world.
Yeah,
I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like racing. I don't like cars. So I kind of was just like, fuck Rocket League.
Yeah, I kind of feel like the same way. Like I'm just not a fan of like I was looking into Rocket League because a lot of people were saying like it's tons of fun. But
That's what I've
I was just
heard.
kinda like, yeah,
I
but
don't get it,
it's
yeah.
I guess it's not for me. It's just not my thing.
I've never tried it though. I mean, to be fair, maybe it is awesome. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, Apocalypse, how are you doing tonight? So I don't know if you've been in here before, but we take like mental health questions. Normally we have a topic. Tonight we're just kind of goofing off. I don't know, Zero. Maybe I'll try Rocket League one day. I don't know. I feel like the whole time I'll be like, what the fuck am I playing? This is so ridiculous. Why are like rocket race cars playing soccer? I don't know.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I could see the game being fun.
Yeah.
I could see the game being fun. But yeah, I don't know.
I mean, are there any other games that you're looking forward to? Like, have you heard of anything that just like, oh, I'm looking forward to that besides Diablo 4?
I was about to say Diablo 4. Is what I was
I mean,
going to say.
I'm looking forward to it too, but I have a feeling they're gonna fuck it up. Just because Blizzard's super stubborn.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think Path of Exile did it right. Path of Exile, PoE did it right. I think PoE is the best ARPG out right now. If you want a dungeon crawler hack and slash, Path of Exile is the one.
I'll have to check that out. Yeah, I know.
It's free to play too, by the way.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I may check
play.
that out. I know one game I'm looking forward to, but there's no release date. Is the next Elder Scrolls?
Oh yeah.
But there's no release date on that anytime soon. But the next Elder Scrolls, I'm definitely looking forward to.
Right.
Siege always has new shit coming out, so I'm looking forward to the next season. This year of Siege is going to be crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Apex just doesn't do it for me anymore. Like, I just haven't been in the mood to play it. Like, I'll get into a match, and everybody in the match, all other 59 players are ready to frag, and I'm just in there like, it's kind of like whatever, you know.
Yeah.
I'm just not into it like I used to be. So I go and I just get shit on, and that makes it even less fun, you know.
Yeah.
So it makes me not want to play. But I'm pretty sure I'll find something soon. I think it's gonna be Valorant when more of my friends get it. When more of my friends play it, I think I'll play a lot more of it.
See, that has me wondering if I should warm up for when Valorant comes out on Counter-Strike, since it's pretty much the same. Yeah,
you could. It is pretty much the same game. And CS:GO is like super cheap. So I mean,
I have CS:GO. It's free to play now.
Oh, that's right.
They made that transition like half a year ago, maybe, or something like that.
Yeah, I think you mentioned that. I just forgot.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have CS:GO.
Yeah, if you want to play CS:GO, I mean, don't give it a go. I mean, but if I have Valorant, I play CS:GO.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't really want to play CS:GO, but.
Oh, you don't really want to play CS:GO? Oh, okay.
No. And I'm not excited about Valorant, but I want to give it a try just because you never know. I mean,
right.
It could be a lot of fun. It could be like, the whole hero class thing could make it more fun for me, maybe.
Yeah. It's definitely a tax shooter.
And I like those. I mean,
yeah.
I do like those.
Yeah.
So there's been some I don't think you care, but there has been some like upsetting-ish news for like Rainbow Six Siege Pro League.
Uh-huh.
So like we don't know all the information yet, but they're switching. So it's not going to be run by ESL anymore. It's going to like a new organization. It looks like they're doing franchising for pro teams, and Evil Geniuses is no longer in. They are out.
Oh.
Yeah, which isn't. I mean, they've been sucking recently, but they're going to be gone. Yeah, they will not be in Pro League anymore.
Right.
Or in the game anymore. Like, EG's not dying as an organization, but they're pulling out of Rainbow Six.
What are they going to be going into?
I don't know about anything new, but I know EG has like a Counter-Strike team. I'm sure they're going to have a Valorant team probably. I think they have a Rocket League team. I think they have a League of Legends team.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I know coronavirus killed Team Reciprocity.
That's the thing.
Yeah, so that org is pulling out because of coronavirus. Like all of their backers and investors have pulled out because of this.
Wait, I don't know if I'm missing something here, but shouldn't they be thriving right now? Like, shouldn't they be more active than ever? Because everything they do is just like through games. I mean, shouldn't they? Well,
there's no more LAN events until the coronavirus is over.
So and that only do LAN events?
No, but that's where all the money is. So like the way like Rainbow Six has been doing it is like you have Pro League, and then at the end of the season, the top teams go to the LAN event where they compete for like the money.
Right.
Yeah. So this year, what they did now, the season just ended, and they just gave the top X amount of teams cash, like a cash out prize. But I think what it is that the investors, maybe they're like weary because like stocks and stuff I don't understand. But I imagine it's that the investors stopped investing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know.
Well, I guess.
I
figured the esports teams should be like working their magic right now because they have no choice but to resort to online, gaming and stuff.
So, Ermin, I do not know what that means, buddy. Exclamation point, SR, and then 3 asterisks. I don't know what that means. Anyone know what that means? Can someone help this boomer out?
SR?
And then 3 asterisks.
The only thing
Song request. I don't know if my Nightbot is set up for song requests. Sorry, I don't think I mean, I could do that, but right now my Nightbot is not set up for song requests.
Yeah.
Sorry, dude. I can sing you a song if you want. I mean, I'm aware of that, but like right now, I'm not gonna go in and set it up at this exact moment. But like maybe, maybe in the future I could do that. I don't know. You're the first person to ever try to request a song in my channel, so now I know that that is something that people would like. So I can set that up at some point. What song were you gonna request? That's the real question. Is what song were you gonna request? I have a Chad beard. Oh, Coldplay. Request denied. Sorry, I don't know. I got nothing against Coldplay. Just not my cup of tea. But yeah, so like for new people in chat, like Ermin, we do this weekly. We normally take mental health requests. I'm a therapist. Colorproof used to be a facility manager at a residential facility that I worked at. We normally have topics. Today we're just shooting the shit because we miss each other because of Corona. So that's why we're here. Help you get pussy juice. Well, I would say the first tip for you to get pussy juice would probably be not referring to it as pussy juice. That would probably be the first piece of advice I would give you is I don't think women come flocking over to people who refer to their anatomy and organic fluids as pussy juice. That's my first piece of advice for you. Next would be the Chad beard. Some women like the Chad beard. But not the chode beard. You don't want the chode beard. You want the Chad beard.
Chode beard?
Yeah, the Fu Man pubes. Anyone have any serious questions they want that they want to field? Have you been watching any TV?
I have not. Oh, wait, no. I lied. I finished season 3 of the Ozark.
Okay, so I've watched 1 and 2. I haven't watched 3 yet. I heard 3 is really good, and it ends like on like a big like dun 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 kind of thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, season three is really good. And I'm just gonna leave it at that. So you watched season 1 and 2, right?
Yes, I have. I don't really recall like 100% of everything that happened because it's been a while. I mean, I guess it's been a year since I watched season 2 and 2 years since season 1. But yeah, we did watch 1 and 2, and I remember liking it a lot when it came out.
Yeah. So, yeah. They give you a recap before every season.
I figured that's why we haven't rewatched it. We'll just see the recap.
Yeah, just see the recap. Season 3 is, it's really fucking good.
New season of Killing Eve started on Sunday.
I have not seen Killing Eve. I know you mentioned it, but
it's good.
Yeah,
it's good. What else? Did you watch Tiger King?
I did not watch Tiger King.
You should, dude. You will not be disappointed.
I should watch Tiger King.
You
Yeah,
should
I should
watch
watch
Tiger King.
Tiger King before I deal with this ridiculous internet shit starting on Friday.
Yeah.
But
How do I take out? I mean, okay, so like, how do I take out my demon outside and seduce him to have sex with me?
that's all you, man.
Why is that all me? I think your
That's all
expertise.
you.
Yeah.
My
no.
expertise of what? Exorcism and having sex with whatever demon I smote from my body. I don't.
So Ermin, so I'm actually a therapist, like professionally. That's what I do. So when I said mental health questions, we actually take serious questions here. I mean, I appreciate the humor. I would say I'm not versed in demonology or fucking demons. So I don't know, man. You're going to have to go talk to like a priest or something about that issue. Oh, but the churches are shut down.
Oh yeah. Oh damn.
Sorry, Ermin.
You're out of luck there too.
Damn. Can't win tonight, buddy. I won't play Coldplay. I can't help you with your pussy juice or your demon. I am a therapist. I am. I'm a holy Jesus. Okay. Yeah. So, one day I will have moderators for for my chat. One day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Does anyone have any serious questions? Again, Apocalypse, I appreciate you. You're awesome. I do appreciate the gifted subs. That definitely made my night. And Ermin, I appreciate your odd sense of humor and questions. I appreciate that. Mm-hmm. How'd you find me, Ermin? That's my question. Is like what brings you here tonight? Like what
How did you stumble upon this talk show tonight?
Yeah, that's my question.
I'm very curious about this as well.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna stick around and wait for that answer because that's worth waiting for. I get a lot of people that way. He was baited by the beard and the hipster glasses. He was baited in. Yeah. So as punishment, now you're here to troll me with pussy juice and fucking demons and Coldplay. Coldplay. You don't even like Coldplay, do you, Ermin? Anyway, yeah, so that's probably a good place. I mean, I don't know. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
Not really, man. Not really.
Not really. Yeah. No, it was nice. Yeah. So, like, if anyone ever has any, like, suggestions of topics, you can hit us up on our socials, and we will get to them hopefully next time. I'm working on coming up with, like, an emergency we have nothing to talk about list of topics. But for now, with Corona, we may just keep it, like, upbeat. But as always, if anyone ever has any questions for chat, you're more than welcome to throw them in there, and I will either make fun of you or answer them depending on what's appropriate and required.
Yeah, the only thing that I can say is just to stay positive. As many positive affirmations as you can. You know, think of the bright side of things.
Absolutely, yeah. No, I mean, and we're going to get through this, and it will end at some point, you know. I do think it's going to be longer than we initially thought, unfortunately. But, and I do think that until we have, like, a vaccine, social distancing may be the norm. Like, until we can, like, get, like, an actual vaccine going.
Hasn't that always been kind of the norm, though?
Social distancing? Or until there's a vaccine, you...
Social distancing in general. Like, do you think? Don't you think like there has always been like a personal bubble that everyone has? Like, there's a certain line that you just don't cross when you talk to someone out in the wild?
I mean, for me, yes. I also am not a
Right.
big fan of people.
Yeah.
But when I mean social distancing, like the no gatherings, things like that may be the norm
Mm,
until we get like a vaccine.
yeah.
Yeah, or at least some sort of medicine that'll do something for this
Yes. That's what we call it. We call it out in the wild
in the
because that's not our
wilderness.
yeah that's not our stomping ground. Out is not our stomping ground. Our place is inside or at each other's homes. You know that's our safe space.
Yeah. I do
Yeah.
think that's what's going to happen. I do.
Yeah.
I think that's where we're going to be kind of relegated to.
Yeah.
And some people are saying we should never shake hands again anyway.
Oh god, that sucks. I love shaking people's hands.
Well, do you know the origin of shaking hands? Like why we shake
I assert
hands?
my dominance that way. I'm kidding. I don't assert my dominance that way. I just like shaking people's hands. You know, it's like a sign of interpersonal. You know,
But do you know the origin of it? Like why we shake hands?
I do not.
So back in the day, as far as I'm aware of, and you can fact check this, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was a way to check if the person you were talking to has a weapon or not. So like you know how some people like back would like handshake like
Hmm.
like that. It was a way to see if you were concealing like a hidden pistol or like a
really?
stabby thing. I'm pretty sure. Chat, can you fact check? Can you fact check me on that? I'm pretty sure that's the
Thing?
stabby thing. Where's Jinxie when I need her? She's always threatening to stab me.
Jinxie.
It was a display of non-combat, I believe. Thank you, Mr. Affliction. Yeah. It was like a
Display of non-combat. Okay.
yeah. I know all
Okay,
sorts
I'm
of.
not gonna stab you. Nice
Yeah,
to meet you.
hey.
Right? Like, hey,
I got no stabbies or shooties. We're safe here.
no stabbies or shooties.
Yeah. All sorts of fun things that like we do that we don't realize why we do it.
Right.
Because now it's like socially appropriate. You can judge someone based on a handshake though. Like I've shaken some hands that I was just like, like those like weak but clammy, but
Right.
kind of like hot somehow handshakes. You're just
Yeah.
like, ugh. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you're really anxious right now, aren't you?
Yeah, there's something wrong with you. Like, yeah, I don't know. Gotta have a nice firm handshake.
Dude, I feel like my hands have gotten stronger.
You're doing more like computer stuff, right? I mean, your job now is all like at a computer, right?
Well, ever since I like made those drastic changes, like I felt like I can like crush shit with my hands now. Like that's how stronger my hands feel. I don't know if it's because I was so used to like maybe as you get older and when you are kind of lazy, like you don't really use your hands as much, you know? I don't know if that's the case or
Maybe, I don't know.
if being a lazy fuck as you get older, it has more of an impact on you.
Well, that's probably true.
Like
'Cause-
circulation wise, and I don't know if that's the case, but over the past month I've been eating right and doing a lot more exercise and stuff like that. I mean,
I'm sure the older you get, being a lazy fuck probably has negative consequences. I'm sure.
yeah.
Yeah, I do think. I mean, I'm pretty sure the handshake had to do with like a safety sort of issue when you meet
Yeah.
someone new.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't go to the Wegmans cashier and be like, "Hey, how are you?" I would never do that, but I mean, like when you
No.
first meet someone, that's usually what I do. Like, I don't ever shake Don's hand.
No,
Like, I never shook his hand.
we
Did I
know
shake your hand when I first met you though?
possibly.
I felt like we did.
I also do that. I'll shake someone, and especially in a professional environment. Because when we first met, it was as like coworkers. So yeah, we probably
Right.
did shake hands.
Yeah.
But I don't
But after
even.
that, I mean,
yeah, I mean, I don't even like to
really
hug
fine.
friends. Honestly, I'll shake a friend's hand instead of hug them
Yeah.
for the most part.
Yeah.
But hopefully, we'll never have to do that again. So that'll be cool. It'll be like how it used to be with all my clients, where like I would air five them instead of
Yeah.
like even high five. That's what we're all gonna
Yeah.
turn to in life. It's always gonna be
You know the easy solution? Let's just not make any more friends. Like I have enough. I
There
don't
you
need
go.
any. I don't need any more. It's not like I'm gonna meet more anyway. Like my coworkers right now, fuck them. I don't need them. I have enough friends right now. I don't need any
Yeah.
more friends. I'm good.
From now on, all my boundaries will be as if you were my client. I'm not going to touch you. I'm not going to get within 6 feet of you. That's really what this whole. That's why I'm prepared for the Corona social distancing. Because like all my clients, I'm not going to hug
Yeah.
you. I'm not going to touch you. I will always be at least 6 feet away from you.
Yeah, that's why we thrive right now. Have you ever seen that? There was like a cartoon of like this anime girl like laying on the ground. It was like lazy weeaboo piece of shit. Like you're a no life. You're a disgrace to society. And there's the exact same image below it of like modern like an outstanding citizen or some shit in 2020.
I did not see that, but that is funny
No,
though.
it's fucking hilarious. I saw it on Reddit. It was like in 2019, this person would be like a lazy weeaboo piece of shit, and then in 2020, it's like an outstanding citizen or something like that. It's the exact same image of some anime girl laying on the ground in front of a TV.
Nice.
Oh man, he has an introvert's dream right now. Everybody just stays to themselves, just stay inside, play games all day.
Mr. Affliction, thank you for the host. Yeah, I mean, it definitely is. I'll be curious to see if this prolongs. I feel like even the introverts are going to start having a hard time if this, like, and there's like weird consequences that like I never really thought about but make perfect sense. So like a friend of mine, well I say a friend, I just met him, but
Right.
he plays with Iron Mountain on Siege. He's started to stream, so he was like, I need to get a webcam. That's not really doable right now. All the webcams are being price gouged as fuck. And that never even occurred to me that like, oh, you can't go get a webcam because everyone needs webcams now because we're all stuck inside.
Yep.
So like the long-term consequences of like little things that like we wouldn't think of, I'm sure will start to like come to light.
Yeah. Like I bought a bidet. Okay.
Which was
And-
smart. I've actually recommended someone else buy a bidet.
Well, here's the thing. Like originally, I was told that bidet cost like 40 something bucks. I bought it for 140. So I literally paid like 200% of what it's supposed to be.
But how does your asshole feel?
Amazing. So it was worth every penny.
Can't put a price on a clean booty.
The only thing that sucks is like, especially when you're taking like your morning shit, like you're still kind of like sleepy, you know?
Hmm.
Then
That
when
wakes you
turn
right
that-
up.
When you turn that knob, it fucking wakes your ass right up, man. Nothing like ice cold, like laser water just coming right up your ass, and you're just like, "Fuck!" That should wake
Yeah.
you right up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Affliction. That's fucked up. We actually have a bunch of breweries that are making, instead of beer now, they're making like hand sanitizer and stuff, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, people are fully taking advantage. Like, I wanted to buy a Switch because Shauna has Animal Crossing, and she was like, "When you have the money, you should get a Switch and play Animal Crossing with me." I was just like, and this is when Animal Crossing first came out, and everybody was fucking playing Animal Crossing. I was like, "Well, I want to play Animal Crossing too."
Mm-hmm.
So I went on to look for Nintendo Switches, and people were like doubling the price of them. I'm like, "Fuck you guys!"
Yeah.
For like $600-$700. I'm like, "No, man.
How much is the Switch?
It's supposed to be what, $299?
Oh, it's like a console price, like the same as if you were getting like a new Xbox or something.
It's
Yeah.
supposed to be like $300 or something like that. And people were like selling for like $600, $700, $800 because everybody wants them. They're sold out everywhere. So, yeah, I feel like now is the prime time to stream. Like, if you were to stream at any time, now would be the right time to do it. You know, like especially if you're really taking it seriously, like right now is the best time to stream. And I did the complete opposite. Like, I'm not streaming right now.
It depends though, because like in theory, yes, but the market's gonna be flooded with it because everyone's gonna have that same idea,
Right.
right? So like if maybe it would still balance out though, because there may be more viewers now. So maybe the influx in streamers and the influx in viewers, maybe it still would be. I don't know. Time of day probably makes a difference also. I saw, because I've been doing, like I told you, I've been doing research on ways to like expand and change content and stuff. Apparently the best time to stream is, so Pacific time would be 6 a.m. to 12 p.m. apparently is like the ideal time to stream for
Wait,
viewers.
what time again?
So for us, it'd be what, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Yeah.
apparently is like the ideal time. And the reason they came up with that metric was like you have like people like on the East Coast just getting to work who may have like a second monitor up and watch streams. Because I know a lot of people will do that. I mean, I did that too. People in like Europe are getting off of work. So you have like a perfect combination. And also a lot of your big time streamers are too lazy to wake up before 4 p.m. anyway. So
Yeah.
there's like, it's like a perfect time for like new people to get on to stream. Like you're most likely to get discovered that time frame.
Right.
Assuming you'll get discovered anyway, because like Twitch is not the best place to get discovered anyway, but
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like you have to go onto Twitter or YouTube.
that's what my research is showing. Yeah. Is that like, it's, Devin Nash calls it like evergreen content.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, like those sort of like non-live content things, like the best way to, yeah.
Right. Yeah.
But I'm not an authority because I can't speak from experience, but I've been watching a lot of videos from people who do know what they're talking about, and that's what they're all saying. Yeah.
Yeah. It's luck too, I think.
Oh
Depends
yeah.
on who sees your stuff and who
like
likes
anything
your
else
stuff.
in the world, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not pressed about it. Like my values still stand the same from the moment I started streaming, and I think I started streaming on Justin TV in 2013, and then I moved to then I was streaming Black Ops 2. That's what happened to. Oh my God, Apocalypse! Thank you.
Man, she's
You
going
were
all
on a
over the
roll
place.
today. You were
Yeah,
all over.
damn.
You were on a roll. Good Lord.
Someone's stimulus check came in.
Right? Thank you so much. Thankfully, I know all these folks.
Yeah, no, all mine too. It's random, right? Who actually gets those
I think so.
out of your followers? Yeah.
Yeah. I totally forgot what I was saying.
You
I was
started.
pleasantly interrupted.
Yeah, no, that's a good interruption.
I was pleasantly interrupted, yeah.
You
You.
started streaming on Black Ops 2
Oh.
back in
Oh, yeah.
2000 and whatever year that was, 12 or something.
I mean, my values are still the same. My values still stand the same, and it's like I stream for fun. If I could build a community, like I don't care if you follow or sub or any of that sort. As long as you're like if you're in my chat talking to me and just hanging out, like I'm happy with that. I'm good with that. If it comes into fruition, like if it comes into something that's profitable, then that's a bonus, but I just want to play games with friends, meet people, and play games with them and just have a good time. That's really all I care about. And honestly, like 6-7 years later, values are still the same. Like when I stream, I don't have any expectations.
I think that's
I stream for fun.
I think that's the way you have to do it, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because I think the dreams of being like a big time Twitch streamer is just so out of my comprehension, and I don't think it's ever going to be achieved. So that idea is not even there, So I log on. I'm just kind of like, whatever. It's for fun,
Well, statistically, it's not going to be achieved.
Right.
If you just go off raw numbers, there's like 3 million streamers
Yeah.
at any given time on Twitch.
Right.
The top
Right,
like 0.001% have like over like,
Yeah.
400 views or whatever, but yeah.
However, I do feel like if I continued to stream ever since 2012, I'd be in a much different place than or 2013. I'd be in a much different place.
Well,
than I am
probably.
now.
I mean, probably.
know?
Yeah. I would think so.
But
I mean, I've been at this for like not even a year now, and I've been affiliate for 6 months. So
Yeah.
I imagine if I did this for the next 10 years, I would sure hope it'd be different. But
yeah, you'd probably definitely get somewhere. I mean, your audience is gonna grow if you're doing something right. Your audience is gonna grow regardless.
that's assuming
especially
you
if
do
you're
something right.
active. Yeah, yeah. But I think you are doing things right. I mean, you interact with folks. You're not an asshole. You
Eh,
feel good when they come in.
eh.
Well, I mean,
On the asshole part,
I mean,
sometimes.
I've been in some streams where it's just like, what the fuck were you thinking, saying some shit like that to someone? I've been in some streams where it's just like, I can't believe you said that to another human being, let alone someone who's watching you and supporting you. You know,
Oh,
out of
yeah.
all the streamers that they could watch, you, like, those are your choice of words to say to that person, regardless of how against what you think or your values, regardless of how against your values you think that is. Like,
Yeah.
you don't dismiss someone's opinion or what they've gone through. You know, you don't say some shit like that. It just appalls me, the type of stuff that some streamers will say, and these are folks with like a couple hundred viewers. I'm like, what are you doing?
I think it depends. So, like, the reason I say I think it depends is because there's one streamer I like a whole lot. He's big in the Siege community. And he'll say some shit to, like, if someone's being dumb, he'll, like, call them out as such, you know?
Right.
But I think that's also what you expect from him.
I mean,
Like, I don't want to say it's his, like, brand, but I think that's kind of, like, what you expect to get from this guy.
Right.
Now, on the flip side of that coin, I've seen exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And there's another guy who used to play Siege and stream Siege until he got permaban because he was a toxic asshole
Yeah.
and, you know, a piece of shit.
Right.
And he doesn't get to do that anymore because, yeah. So I think it just kind of depends. I mean, you know, it depends.
As well as he shouldn't. And I mean, I saw some drama on Twitter like a couple of years ago, and there was this young lady who was on Twitter, and someone asked a very innocent question, and they asked what kind of keyboard was she using, and she goes off on this tangent. And I can't remember. If it was actually on stream or if it was actually on Twitter. I knew they were talking about it on Twitter, but I think it was on stream. Like, someone came in and asked her what kind of keyboard she was using, and she goes off on this fucking tangent, dude. Like, she just goes off on this poor girl. Like, oh, you're trying to, like, you know, hijack my stream. You're trying to, you know, use my stream to make a name for it. Like, I forgot exactly what went down.
Mm-hmm.
But she just went off on this girl, and like a lot of the big time streamers are just like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And you know, the thing is, like, I see that kind of stuff all the time. I see that stuff all the fucking time. It's not just her. Like, I've seen streamers just completely flip out on people, like screaming and yelling at people and just degrading people because of something they took the wrong way. I'm just like, how are you sitting there with like 150, 200 viewers and in front of an audience of over 100 people, and you behave that way?
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I mean, there's probably lots of explanations for it. I mean, I've heard some streamers talk about how it's like really stressful when you get to that level, and like, you know, the constant feeling like you have to be performing, you know, and
yeah,
I don't know.
I mean, to be honest, I mean, listen, that's why I choose to be myself all the way. I am who I am in my stream. Like, if you talk to me in stream, you talk to me in person, I'm the exact same person.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I am. Yeah, ask Don this. We've been friends for over like almost 2 years now. Like, he knows like the way I am and on stream is how I am in person. So you're not gonna get a different me. And so I think that's why streaming does not stress me out, because who you're getting on stream is exactly who I am. So that's why it's not like, streaming is kind of easy for me.
You don't have like a persona that you put on
Right.
for your stream. You are you, you know.
Yeah.
You may have like a screen name or a tag name, but
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. And, you know, Colorproof, I got it because one of my, a late friend of mine, she actually gave me this name. And it was my photographer's tag name. So I used it, and I just stuck with it. But I mean, it's I am who I am. This is like me. This is as real as it's gonna get. So that's why streaming is not hard for me.
Yeah.
Whenever I stream, this is who I am. But and that's why, even if I do have an audience of like 200 or 300, it's gonna still be easy, because I'm just gonna be me. Because that's what they came and watched for.
You never know, man. Those numbers can change a man. I have no clue.
Know, man.
I have
Yeah,
no
it
clue.
could. It could. You never know. It could change me.
Yeah, I have no
But
clue.
yeah, but I'm a pretty like logical person, I would say. You know, but
Yeah, I would say so.
when if I know things are working, I'm not gonna go out of my way to change it and stuff. You know, I'm just gonna be who I am.
Yeah.
So
Well, I think on that note, we'll probably end for today. So for anyone who's new in here, we do this weekly. It's called Mind Games. Typically, it's mental health related. Today, we've just been kind of shooting the shit. I know I'll be back Thursday. What day is today? Wednesday. I'll be back Thursday for some Siege and Saturday Siege at 7 o'clock. But yeah, we do this Mind Games at least. We do this weekly. Color's kind of on hiatus from streaming, but he streams whenever he gets back up to it, I guess.
yeah, I'll be back. I'll be back fairly soon. Like my anxiety is almost gone.
Which is
Like,
good.
I'm almost back to like my normal self. Like it's just like a tiny dash of it left. It's just time. I'm just gonna need a little bit more time, then I'll be back to who I was, or who I am. I mean, back to my normal self. So
Absolutely. And then I also just can't end without saying a big, big, big thank you to Apocalypse. That's
yeah,
the lady of the evening. Oh, that sounds really bad. I was going to say she's the lady of the evening. And I was like, well, that kind of sounds like I'm calling you a prostitute. What I mean by that is like you are like the lady of honor this evening. And thank you so much for the gift, for the gifted subs. Yeah, as I was saying it, I was like, oh, that sounds bad. And then of course,
she's not tonight's girlfriend. Okay, she is.
No, but you know what I mean. Yeah. And then Mr. Affliction for the host, Ermin for trolling me. I appreciate that, and for the follow. If you're still there, I hope you have success with fucking your demon and getting all of the pussy juice that you asked for. I hope you have good luck with that.
Hopefully, it's a succubus and not a Golgothan shit demon.
Yeah, we don't want that, right? I don't even know what that is, but that sounds fucking horrible. So.
Wait, you never seen Dogma?
Oh, I have seen Dogma. I mean, it's been like
shit demon.
it's been like 15 years or something since I've seen Dogma, but yeah.
Yeah, Dogma's ridiculous, but yeah.
Or if he's really lucky, it'll be like Cthulhu or something.
Oh, he's really lucky.
And then you can
I mean,
find
if it's
himself
Cthulhu,
in like.
wouldn't we be all fucked?
I mean, we would be, yeah,
We would all be fucked. Like entire humanity would all be fucked.
yeah.
Just Cthulhu.
I'm sure Cthulhu could, fix any of his like hentai fantasies that he has.
Yeah.
The tentacles and the whatnot.
Huge thank you to Apocalypse, and thank you, Mr. Affliction, for the follow. I really appreciate it. Yeah.
But yeah, so next week we hopefully will have a topic. If anyone has any suggestions, you can DM us or just come in the chat and just ask us some questions if anyone has any ever.
Yeah.
But on that note, I'm going to go to bed for another day of sitting on the couch and watching dogs.
Wait, you're really going? It's 9:30, my dude. You're really going to bed now?
I mean, I'm gonna go lay in bed. I'm not gonna fall asleep. I'm gonna like watch TV or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's my nighttime wind down routine. Is I lay in bed and I watch TV. It's not a very good sleep habit, but that's what I do. So
yeah. Hey, you do you.
I am gonna do me. All right, everyone. Well, thanks everyone for coming by, for the follows and everything else, and the gifted subs. You all are awesome, and we'll see you next time.
Good night.